either directly investing or mining. Um, and they've had an interesting history. Yeah, I mean, it really depends on the history of it. If it's already been high, I probably wouldn't buy high. But the way I bought mine were like they were like super cheap. So s- that's kind of the thing with companies. You want to buy them cheap. Sometimes they can do really good and then fuck up. And it's no good. It's no bueno. Hmm. True. Okay. Hmm. What do I have? Weekly assignment. Shattered Unfortune. Also, hazard bonus.
Mission
Also,
locked in. Powering up
not
the drop
friends
pod.
only. Let's grab some peeps. Okie doke.
Round of chilled Rocky Mountains for everyone.
I'm still trying to do a little bit adjusting here. Well,
No
it's
fear,
been the
sweetheart.
last I heard of
Inboard
it. We've
satchel
been trying
scanned.
to re-elect a new prime minister, but it's not been very much agreed on, constantly being,
Yes.
um, I
Feel much
guess,
better now.
like, it didn't ever get enough votes, sort of thing.
Come on, guys.
Uh,
We're leaving.
I don't know lately, but there have been also protests based on choices in the economy to, well, this was way back when Ukraine was having issues. We got a lot of grain and imports from Ukraine, so that would kind of like fuck over our own farmers. That's an obvious situation. So it's been an interesting uh, concern. Development, I wouldn't say in a good direction. Not until oh, there's some dude that apparently has a museum or something, and he's very extreme, trying to run also. It's very scattered, unorganized, if I can say it lightly.
Yes. Lock and load.
Um, other than that, they seem to be like the cities seem to be at least doing good on the economic side individually. Sofia is still a pretty big capital for developers. Even my local small town here has a ton of like because we have a university for medicine and doctors, and it's doing really well on the case of it being a small town and having a lot of people come in from
My
the
stomach
outside.
can take it.
Kill anything with more legs than two.
So outside of politics, I'd say politics is very messy,
If we survive, next
but the
round is
people
on
still
me.
keep
This
going.
is a simple
We had our
mining mission.
politicians anyway.
Deposit your quota
They're
of
all
monocrat
mafia.
into the mule, and we'll send a drop pod to get you out. Good luck.
Locked and loaded.
Yeah, I guess the latest thing was whether to go into the euro or not, and that's been a divided stance. The main people that are currently running the country are definitely pro-Europe, but we have a lot of people that are not. They don't trust that if we go to the Europe, everything would convert equally because of people going to take advantage of the price changes, the conversion values. Companies are going to not be uh, honest and all that kind of stuff.
I was born ready.
But there are definitely the separations between two. It's pretty 50-50 because we can't really agree on anything in most cases. A lot of companies, of course, they want to go into the European market. the currency, and they want to embed themselves further into the European economy. And the more traditional, classic Bulgarians are kind of like, nah, like we're good the way we are. Like they were super sketch with
ready.
what is that? God, there was this thing on the East Coast. I think Romania and them. They're all entered into this migration agreement.
You shouldn't need precious
Being able like
lives.
to
It will
move
get
across,
you
let's say, the
killed.
borders to Romania and others with
From A
European
to D,
Union.
skipping B
You have
and
to
C.
enter this side agreement with them.
Loaded.
I can forget what it's called though. Schengen! Yeah. That's the one. So, not a lot of people were too happy about that either, but that I think went through fine. And I've seen the parliament when they gather and they talk in the Bulgarian parliament. It's just a bunch of retards screaming, yelling, and pointing fingers. It's not fucking organized at
People
all.
really need to provide some better equipment.
Wait, where am I? Gotta get that. Oh, you got it already. So, politics as usual. Yeah, it's a different form of it. Like in the US, at least you have like a two-party stagnation. Here it's like multiple parties, and it's like...
Took out a loot box.
That's the question,
That's
ain't it? I don't think so. I don't think it is. There's a good balance between. I think we're like
Work
4
out the
plus
deposits.
like
Born ready.
uh 4 main ones and then like 3 or 4 smaller ones, and yeah, that's why I think the highest vote for a specific choice prime minister was
Need
like
to get more
10 or
pickaxe
15%.
sharpened when we
15% I
get
think it
there.
was. And you have to have at least like 20 or 25 to get it going. Mhm. Yeah. You could. You would have like a lot of appeasement between multiples, and then it would probably be more difficult because like even in the US, you're considering two parties and they have their own agendas, and when you want to pass something,
Reloaded.
that bill always gets fluffed up to try and appease as many of the like smaller factors of the two parties, because there's not just like two parties, there's like all kinds of different
Come here.
influences. um you've got like super extreme conservatives, you've got moderate conservatives, you've got extreme
Lighting.
liberals, you've got moderate liberals, you got like independent and like center. So there's like always some case of trying to appease, and then they start fluffing up the bills. This is what happened with the big beautiful bill. They revised it so much. Yeah, you do. I think, but when I really do consider this whole thing with Elon and the third party, that could benefit. So, he does. It's gonna cost him a ton of money. He wants to like not be so influential to have like a president to the case, but and this is actually a very good, very smart chess move. He wants to have just enough influence to basically have like what's the word? A decisive vote in House and Congress, which would mean that if it's always in the case of like 50-50 split in these two places, big guy, hold on, oh shoot, then it'd be like with the third party, it'd be like 45-45 split, and then the third party would be the kind of 10% that leans in one direction or another. So that would be the way I see that. That's actually very useful, because then, yeah, so then you're not gonna depend on the vice president to basically come in and sign the final, which would always be whoever, you know, is the president. They get to decide these things whenever it's split so hardcore. And then you can do some, like, I guess, devious things and put certain things in a bill to know that you're gonna get a 50-50 split, and you can calculate who you can get based on what adjustments you need to make. And then finally, when you get that perfect 50-50, the deciding factor is now all of a sudden the vice president. But now, it does make sense that if he does make this third party, the deciding factor would be, it doesn't have to be big at all, right? It just has to be just enough to push over the 50% mark. And that would be a great use of a third party, honestly. That would motivate them to not be so freaking in the middle all the time, because then no one's gonna, well, the parties are gonna depend on the third one, the American party. Now, it is headlines, and he did basically do a poll, and it's still cooking. How about that? We're gonna let him cook, but the markets don't really feel that yet. And even if they did consider it extremely serious, I don't know the complete effects on it. Oh. Oh, crap. He is American. I'm not sure what kind, but I'm pretty sure he's got a green card and everything. But he wouldn't be in the political spectrum. He would support people that would choose to enter the political party. So the people that are actually going to be involved politically should be the ones that are like completely American, whatever. But I mean, in a general sense, Democrats and Republicans both have rich people from wherever influence them based on lobbying. So it will be a similar case scenario. He's just motivating the movement to happen, and he would technically financially back it. So he wouldn't be like, I guess running would be like having a boss or something, but I don't think it's that kind of run, you know. It's gonna be more of a motivational, hey, it's time, whoever's not happy, you know, get yourselves organized, we're about to get going. Whoever basically runs for this type of idea, then he gets the they're gonna get my support, sort of thing. So I do see a benefit of like a balance. Every time I think of these things, no matter what it is, when there's like a level of too little or too much, I always see that the solution is a balanced middle. So yeah, I mean, having like 10 different sectors or sections in parliament would be a little bit too diversified. But having 3, 4, I don't know. That would be a mathematical consideration on probabilities of things changing, or the chances of things passing based on how many splits there would be. But 3 would be a good test. That would give us a good sample point to see, hey, how much could it really adjust the functionality of the stagnant system thing that's constantly fighting against itself, because it's only 2 sides. But it's a pretty common sentiment I'm seeing all over the internet. People are kind of happy about this concept. Random stuff like people on Reddit, on like Tinder conversations. Like, yeah, like some dude was talking to some girl, and the girl was like a Southern Christian girl, and the guy wasn't really liberal. He was just kind of like, yeah, I support a third party alternative just so we can have diversity. And I'm like, okay. So that's moving pretty quickly down the social pipes. Oh yeah, that's a thing too. Conversation-wise, yeah, the biggest sketchy things about that lately was the initial sentiment of the Trump group was like, hey, we're gonna... Oh, does he explode? Oh my god, he explodes. we're gonna reveal the files. And then the one lady's like, I have the files on my desk. And then the recent sentiment is, oh, there were no technical contact lists or files, and I was talking about files, not contacts. So like there's a weird, yeah, there's a weird ambiguity, and then there's also this very weird video they released where it was like 10 hours of footage from the prison. One, happenstance, oh, the camera that's right in front of his cell was somehow not working for the last 10 days because something happened. It was streaming, but it wasn't recording. Okay, cool. And then there was like a minute of missing footage around like 10:40 or so. No, was it 10:40? No, 10:40. There was a weird, like, cause the camera that was basically pointed at the location where his cell would be was still kind of like, you can't see the door because it's hard to explain. The cells are basically small little chambers inside of a bigger hallway, and then that hallway is protected by a door, another door, and outside that door is like a guard or whatever. So the camera that we got footage from was from the outside office, like the little desk space where the guard was, and that desk space was right next to the door, the little small staircase to the door that would be where the chambers are for Epstein's room. So we get this weird wall that gets in the way, so we can't actually see if anyone's walking into there. And 10-hour footage from that camera, because the actual hallway camera inside the chamber connected space wasn't recording for whatever reason. Broken, you know, whatever. And then at some point, like 10:40, like there's some weird timelines that were very contradictory. I don't even know where I am right now. Where are you? Oh, okay. I thought that's how we got here. Oh, true. I think. Yeah, I think so. Oh, it's goopy. Oh, it's goopy. Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna... Wow, wait, hold on. What? It just keeps going down, right? Yeah. Uh-oh. It's exploding. Oh, there's so much slime. Okay. So there was some weird timelines where, oh, every inmate was in, they're on a daily basis being locked up in their cells at 8 p.m. Okay, cool. And then at 10:40, there's this weird orange jumpsuit that you can barely see, just like 3-4 pixels that kind of goes, oh god, damn, just explode on me, please. Hold on. I'm having a little bit of problem. You see kind of grazing the corner of the little teeny tiny space between the wall that's blocking the actual front of that door, and you can kind of see like 3 steps, very small amount of opening there, like 3 pixels that you can kind of make up our steps. So you see this like orange jumpsuit floating around there for like a brief moment, and that was at 10:40. So then they're like trying to like adjust the conversation. Oh yeah, Epstein had a non-regular phone call at that time, so he was being escorted back to his cell or something, which was weird because there was already officially written down on some older report that same, like I think it was 2-3 years ago or something, I don't know, at some point they were talking about that same orange, what looked like jumpsuit grazing across the tiny space that's open. They were like, oh yeah, that was just the guard, I guess, delivering a new jumpsuit to somebody, and now it's all of a sudden Epstein had a phone call. So like this is the problem with lying. Like you can tell because the story keeps changing. And that's how you really start to really understand the small little caveats of why lying is a bad thing, because not only do you have to maintain the same lie, you've got thousands of people and official reports. Like, at least read the official report and then go with that report. But now all of a sudden, that same jumpsuit that was supposed to be a delivery from the guard, because the guard did technically stand up like a minute before that little orange popped up.
I needed that.
So, oh yeah, okay, you know, that's the excuse. The past report was that it was a jumpsuit delivery, and now this time around, they were talking about it because everyone's all over the internet talking about it. They're like, oh yeah, that was Epstein's non-standard phone call that he wanted to make at that time. Now it's like, oh, who was he calling? Why do we not know this? Like, all kinds of weird adjustments. I don't know, but they should, and if they did, they would have told us, right? Like, and then you can prove that. You can easily prove that, especially if they log the phone number, because you'd figure you'd log every single phone number an inmate decides to call. From a prison, hell yeah, of course. So if they wanted to prove that fact, they would have came up with here's the phone number, or here's the log call, etc. But it's just so messy. It's just so messy. So 10 hours of footage from a camera that's not directly the one that we can see anything happening, just a front door view, and then not only that, but there's a wall blocking the clear view of the door, and that's their reference to, oh, everything went fine, and you know, blah blah blah. But then even that, it's like, oh, okay, the jumpsuit, the guard gets up, and then if I really think about the timelines again, so let's say 10:40, because now I'm actually thinking about it. 10:40, that jumpsuit pops up, and then an hour and 9, like basically the last minute before 11:59 to 12 doesn't exist. And they're saying, yes, and they're saying to that, oh, the server resets or something, and the cameras have to like reset, so there's like a missing lapse of recording or something. So now I really think about it, like, hold on, there's a orange jumpsuit happens to make its way about 10:40, and then about an hour and 19 minutes later, just enough time to get the work done. You have the camera flash out, so you have an entry and you have an exit right there. You know what I mean? So it's like, what are we talking about? I'd have to double check the time and everything, but now that I really think about it, I don't know if it's like, it should be the same day that that happened. But I'm not sure if one was AM, the other one was PM. That's the only thing. Because that's as far as I've kind of like, I didn't go too crazy into it. I didn't watch the whole 10 hours. And at this point, those excuses are just ridiculous. So they're not happy. The responses I've seen from like being asked like over and over about Epstein, like Trump is being asked here and there, and like, oh, he's trying to dilute, oh, there's this thing that happened in Texas with the flooding, are we really talking about this Epstein? He's such old news. And I'm like, wait, old news? You were literally screaming on the top of your lungs like a couple of months ago about this, and now all of a sudden it's old news. Yeah, for real. So like now it's becoming like he's also getting annoyed at the question, but rightfully so, because now people are pushing him hard on that question. And then there's like this whole thing where everyone's like, yeah, he's probably like a part of it. That's why it was, you know, discussed this way, and that's why potentially now everything's erased.
Team, the pack of Praetorians have diverted towards you.
I
Get
don't know.
ready.
That's what they're saying. That's what the idea is. So, give or take, there have been pictures of him and Mr. Epstein together, so that wouldn't be a far stretch. On the other hand, this freaking Epstein dude wasn't just like a U.S. menace. He was like
Praetorian attack
a
incoming.
world, like based on conspiracy, he was essentially doing the things he was doing because a lot of cultures, especially in the Middle East, are like prominent in those kind of things. And like he was like the FBI's internal messenger slash video camera to anything that might be said or done. So the conspiracy goes pretty far as him being an asset for a much bigger purpose, and that's why he was let to be the way, oh god damn it, the way that he was basically led to do the things he did. So if that's the case, then maybe he's not hiding his own butt,
That was some first-class
and maybe he is, but maybe he got, like, he recently went to Qatar, and he was given a nice free jet, or something. So, you know, it kind of like, okay, so now after Qatar, he's getting some nice little allies in the Middle East, but also, all of a sudden, having this kind of conspiracy behind it, you're looking at all of a sudden, oh yeah, it's old news, guys, you know, we already did everything, we showed the footage, it's very sketchy. Why are they just... Alright, well, I don't know what the heck. Oh my god, help, I've been hijacked, my life is in shambles. Okay, there we go, thank you. I don't know. At this point, conspiracies.
Hang in there. Supplies are on the way.
Frickin' do it, cause it's frickin' crazy. Ironies are not ironies, but coincidences are not coincidences. Conspiracies are starting to go too real. These things. Don't explode on me, bro.
Getting supplies.
A staggering objective has been achieved. Bonus will be transferred to your accounts on
Hey, we got a plan.
Kill some more crates.
Your workforce is about to get bigger. Dwarf inbound.
Just as much as Biden gets away with having a auto sign
Well, hello there.
basically screw everything up when it comes to like letting millions of people into the country, potentially to feed corporations and their general lack of finances, and they can only afford to hire cheap labor. And that's why a lot of like Democrats are like whining about the fact, what the hell is it? That's an action. Oh, it's poison. They're whining about, oh, you know, they're hard workers, da da da, who's gonna grow your food now? It's like random stuff like, wait a second. You guys, I thought you guys didn't like slavery. Like, you know, if you're gonna, like, if you're gonna hire people, hire them for the, fair wage. But now all of a sudden, their livelihoods, their life, they're hard workers, and all this extra, like, stuff that they're trying to push. It really does feel like, I mean, you can make any, like nowadays with social media, you put a little bit of money into advertising and a couple of people to spread a message, and you can change the public's perspective pretty quickly with social media. So it just almost seems like corporations are having their fix with the new social media system, spreading whatever type of justification for whatever, even though the real justification is probably a lot less to do with what they're trying to say. Like, no one's got a problem with people coming in from other countries, it's the methods. Like, just the fact that you would have to change the way you say illegal alien to non-documented immigrant, that's just a play on word. That's just literally, that's some 1984 shit where words have meanings and you're fucking around with the words just to make a different sort of definition for something. You know, that's the truth police in 1984. I mean, that's basically fact checkers that used to be like Snopes and all those websites that now we're finding out were actually funded by Democrats. I think we found that out like last year or something. So yeah, will Trump get away? Probably like every other president, whatever they've been doing ever since Watergate and all the other things. At this point, no one's holding him accountable. Yeah, I did see that. Okay, so we're going back because I stopped paying attention. Hold on. Ooh. Am I going right? Good. Am I in the right direction?
On my back or what?
Oh.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 4 minutes.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, I can link it back to Citizens United back in like 1990 something, maybe 80 now, like 90 something,
Let's get out.
where money was the cause for the influence of politics in a general sense. What the, where's the freaking person? Just drop me already. Okay, there we go. Citizens United is a cute way to name a bill that let, basically, you wouldn't call them just companies, but anyone make something called a SPAC, a special purpose acquisition company. No, was it a SPAC? No, it was something else having to do with politics. Like you would be able.
Departing in T-minus 3 minutes.
Hold on, where am I going? God, where's the map? Uh-oh. What the fuck? Oh. We're going down. And then up.
You better hurry.
Alright, I'll follow you. Oh, true. I can't remember what the name is. Basically, anyone can make this organization that gathers money. Oh god.
Better than flying.
For political influence, basically. Did I just jump on your head, dive you into the goo? Oh, okay, it was someone else. Yep.
The mule's been successfully
And ever
retrieved.
since then, it's just always like every single political campaign, advertisement on TV and everything has basically been influenced
Drop pod departing in T-minus 2 minutes.
by these little mini companies that basically pay off the campaigns. I think. Oh no! What the? Come on! Why do I always dig too far?
Stop them dead.
Come on! Why am I here? I did, but I'm digging in a place where I'm not actually.
Weapon ready.
Drop pod? Yeah, okay, a couple of meters. Okay. Okay, so the icon looks tiny, and I'm not. Ah, me! I'm not! Oh, wait, don't close yet. Oh, here.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 1 minute.
Ah, you stupid bugs, you get in my way again. Kill you.
I was born ready.
That's one for the books. Retrieving escape pod.
Unfortunately. Oh. Tico. Lo siento, Tico. But yeah, no, politics hasn't been, like, even now, AI and all that stuff. Ugh. It's a great tool. But like, you think about the fact that China, fine, it's a competitor, but they found a way to make this process more efficient. The DeepSeek model was able to basically, it's like, you know what distilling alcohol is? They basically did the same thing with like AI in a way, where they took all the current AIs that were trained on high energy,
Assignment mission
and then
completed.
they combined it into
Performing
a
well.
one single model by basically having this DeepSeek ask questions and learn from the other AI. But it took a fraction of the power and equipment, and the model that they use would be higher than the ones that, you know, you're at that time were researched by Meta and all the big ones. Yeah, I mean, they had a bit of an effect, but it's back up, and it's because our AI professionals are still boasting this, what's the word? This method of having a lot of hardware to train versus to do other methods that would be more effective and less energy wasteful. So it's almost like, you know, they've built up such a huge empire that if they admitted that the better choice would be to think about efficiency, they would have invested in so many servers and so many pieces of hardware that they wouldn't even have to use it for this new method.
To rock in stone. To our
So
continued survival.
they don't quite admit that it's better, but they do see the benefit of having this kind of like hybrid model where it's learning from all the other models. Like, it's good to have a good starting point for sure. But when it comes to the efficiency of it, what do we need? Oh, we need nuclear power now to house all of our freaking extra energy intensive training, and we need all of or in some way we kind of running out of power in a lot of cases. Trying to feed these data centers. We need more oil from the Middle East, quote unquote. Reminiscence of potential issues we're currently having with the Middle East about some stuff. Like it, yeah, out the cooldown. Yeah. So
Can we go back, please?
it's there was some quote some way we created a monster, and that monster's basically guiding our choices, guiding our process, guiding the things we do now, because we've kind of dedicated ourselves to that decision without making any other direction. What the hell is this? Our scanners have picked up massive deposits of Akura. I'm sending you alongside heavy armed. Oh, heavily armed. That's what it is. Holy bugs, where'd you come from? Oh.
An extra miner has been assigned to your team.
God, why am I so mad? What's up with this?
I have a good feeling about
Do I
this.
have something open? This calms down. Yeah, before it was fine, but I might have something in the background killing crap. Like, I have a local AI. You can get your own AI, so you don't have to use any of the online ones. That's the one thing that AI is a commodity. No. You download a 6 GB model. Huh? How do they make money? They make money by... No. If you use their service, yeah, of course you pay money. But they don't want you to know that you can make your own model on your own computer. Because they wouldn't make any money. See what I mean? So, like, if you have a... No. Who's they? How about that?
Let there be light.
They'll normally like let people access the online, let's say, like the online access website, whatever. And then you have like a certain amount of inquiries that you can do, and if you pass a certain amount, oh my god, then you have to start paying for, or wait like a day or a week or a month until it renews. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you download an application on your computer, and then what the hell? Why is this so loud?
Lighting.
Hold on. And then you, oh, because I'm an ultra? Jeez.
So long, suckers.
Relax. I don't need that much. But even then, it doesn't feel like it should be this bad. Okay, that's better. Oh, but I'm kind of stuck in this corner. So you download an application which basically hosts the AI, then you download like a model of your choice. You can do, there's a couple of ones you have to know. Mistral, you can even download DeepSeek on your computer without it being connected to China. And you just download locally, and you can turn off the internet, and you can run it through your computer. But you need a graphics card. At least like a 2000 NVIDIA series or higher. But it does essentially similar things. Like most, like, let's say for me, I have students, and because I don't have, like, in my current contractor job, I don't really have preparation time because I'm kind of like whenever they need me, they pop in, so I don't have time to prepare. So I can use the AI to ask it questions. Hey, give me some 5th grade. Oh, what the hell is that? A cat? Give me some 5th grade word problems on solving for geometry or geometric shapes or something. And it'll know exactly the context. You know, these rectangles are good, but they don't know what hexagons are yet. So it's gonna give me a bunch of word problems based on that. And then I can just use those in the process of me teaching right there and generate them in like a couple of seconds. So like using it on a regular basis in small increments like that, super easy, super straight. If you're wanting it to do research for you and check online, like it doesn't have all those fancy features. So really that's what you'd be paying for if you do like ChatGPT or Grok or whatever. You're paying for the researching capabilities of the AI to access the internet and maybe sentiment on X or social media and ask questions like what's the next what ticker, maybe what stock ticker is popular on Reddit this week or something like that. It'll have to go online and do the work. You can technically program that stuff though, with even the local stuff, but then you have to be a bit of a programmer to do so. But on the basis of it, you install a program called Olama, and then through that software you also just download the model and then you use it from a command line.
Cavalry's here. New miner inbound.
Use a command line before? A command line? Oh hell yeah. There you go. Yeah, literally you're talking to your computer through DOS. That's what it is. So you download, install, and then talk to your AI through DOS, and that's it. That's why I was also wondering why my game was lagging. Might have been having my AI model running in the background, but it wasn't.
It's past your expiration.
No, it's like the server is there, but the model itself doesn't take up resources. So the server is basically like, think of a web server. The function for a web server is to host web pages. You can read HTML, PHP, whatever type of page you make. It just converts the code into a page you can access. Same thing with the AI server. You basically let the server run in the background, but until you actually use the AI, it just kind of exists.
Weapon ready.
When you run the AI though, that's when it takes over. It's like, alright, graphics card time. And if you're doing anything else with your graphics card, good luck. Depending on the graphics card. For me, I got a 3070. And it does a pretty good job. I have DeepSeek, I have Mistral, I even have this Code Llama. And you can literally write code with it. What the hell? Where'd that come from? You can tell it, hey, make me a website that does this, or it looks like a basic template or whatever. And
Molly's on the space rig. Maybe R&D's finally fixing that mule.
Oh, like a control panel, probably. Yeah, it might be a PHP, a little bit more advanced.
Hey,
Oh wait, we don't have a mule. We gotta go back to the thing. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's one of those. It's one of those. Yeah, you can make anything, website, Python, show me how to, like, I used it to help me create another AI to create music. So, well, because it just tells you, hey, there's like an API with Python, you just put the code together and then you download another model that exists, and this is like a Facebook music generator. It's interesting how many models Facebook has. And then you download that, and with the code, you feed that prompt to the AI through Python, and just run a file and then type in what you want, and then that activates the audio generator AI. So like the reason why it's so annoying in the code factor is because it's inconvenient, and when it's inconvenient, people will go buy it instead of do it themselves. But if you just know a little bit of coding, how to open up a file, how to put together a couple of copy and pastes, maybe a little bit on variables and some basic modifications, you need to know computer science or computer theory or anything. You just kind of have to know some basic structure. And you can basically copy from the AI, paste it into a file, run it, and it'll configure everything for you. And Python specifically, it's like basically automated. I have some YouTube videos I've been doing based on that. I actually did a vibe coding session with an AI. Oh, I did a bad jump. Where I was making a snake game in HTML and JavaScript. Like your old classic snake game. Alright, so...
Well, I think we're actually doing alright so far.
Exemplary work. You've achieved your objective in record
Work
time.
objective.
Launch the mine ramp and we'll send in the escape can.
Oh, is this the part where we go in a specific direction? Down. We go down, don't we? Oh. Okay. Doesn't this continue down? Oh no, it's
on
alright.
this mission. Gotta deposit everything in the mine head.
Drill elevator. Cool, cool. Yeah, sure. What do we do? Oh, yeah. Oh, buddy.
It's me, you arsewag! Guys, are you blind? Right there.
R&D needs the course research.
Oh, true.
Incoming! Smoke him if you got him.
Oh, true. I think I broke this once, didn't I? Yeah. Wait, hold on, we've got some.
Supply drop has been ordered and is on the way.
I'm not one of them, you knobhead!
Here, have a bullet in the face.
I need ammo. Do we have? Oh, do we have any? Oh, we do. Nice. Time.
I'm taking some of the ammo.
And I have also, so I have, I don't have a video editing one because that would be a pretty intense on the hardware. I do kind of have a potential, but I'm trying to figure out how to run an efficient version of the video editor. Right now I don't have enough video card RAM, VRAM. I have, I think, 8, but having 12 would be the best case. Yeah. I mean, just in a general sense, if you're doing video editing, not so much. I mean, it can take, depending on the card, yeah, it can, a 30-minute video with, it does it at about 150 FPS. Will take about 10 minutes. 5-10 minutes per 30 minutes, maybe 4. Pretty quick in the case. It just does it a couple of times faster, 3 or 4 times faster than the length of the video. But the image editor is really cool. I have a local image editor too. I can swap people's. Yeah, now I started to recently. The application's pretty much like that, where you can either just generate a whole image randomly based on a prompt, or you can highlight certain parts of the image and then tell it what to change based on that. So you can make it change a person's face. Like I had, like, you know the Jerome Powell money printer meme? Or a printer go burr? Oh? Where? Oh my goodness, he died and did it. He's trolling. Oh god. Do not have enough. Oh no.
Things about to go boom.
Probably. Because I don't even have ammunition. I got a pistol. And I'm running. Stuck and I'm gonna not live any longer. Oh, ammo. Good shield. No, the shield's gone. Ow! I was gonna get my ammo. Oh my god, these zombie looking things. Oh dude, that's some oh gosh. Okay, I need to go back. Come on. Oh my god, the carnage. Oh my god, the carnage. That's some Stranger Things looking monster, man. You see that thing? I just want to get ammo. Stupid Stranger Thing! Bugs! Oh my god, this is chaos. This is chaos. Who freaking did that? Rolling like. Oh! No, don't knock me off. Don't knock me off. Let me go. Okay.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 1 minute.
Yeah, the guy basically hit the drop pod and then left. Died and then left. Super nice of him.
I'm dissolving.
What a good guy.
Shield up.
Bring it home with us.
I'm dead. Oh.
Sending in the retrieval
Drop
pod
pod,
to the
where
core
is it?
stone. Highest
Oh,
priority
right to
miners.
it? This way? Yeah. Okay.
Drop pod departing in 30 seconds.
Leave now.
Oh, we have to drill? What do you mean I have to drill? They have to drill up? Oh no, right here. Ah! Up and down! What a freaking dick.
Charged.
That guy.
10 seconds to take off.
Prawn Star. No, he was here. No, yeah.
R&D can't wait to get their hands on the core stone. Pulling it out now. 3, 2, 1. Heading for orbit.
So basically, yeah. You take an image, generate it, or take a new one. You know the Jerome Powell printer go burr? Okay, so I highlighted the face of Jerome Powell, and then I told, because there's like a little mask you can kind of say, hey AI, just focus on this space, and I put replace with Trump's face, and it replaced it with Trump's face, and it was pretty good. It was heck like good enough for like a thumbnail on YouTube, for the big beautiful bill. So that was my latest video on the thumbnail that in there. So it's really good. It's I mean, when you use it with a Photoshop set of skills and now you apply this sort of adjustment, it can not only like kind of give you a little bit more creativity. Maybe you just don't know where to start. Maybe you have an image you want to start with, but you don't want to use the exact same. So you can kind of like highlight things or just tell it to redesign or restructure the image, and
Well, at least
it'll do that. It's pretty cool. I've been using. Yeah, you can make a billion changes. Yeah, you can change it as many times as you want. It's basically, think of it like a Photoshop canvas, and this image that you're modifying, you tell it to change it, it does it, it blurs the image in the process of AI generation, so it kind of blurs it and makes a spread of whatever algorithms it has to do, and then it shows you the final product or the final changes, and then you're still in your canvas. You can also use a paint, and like if you want to turn like a gray background into like a lush forest, all you'll have to do is kind of like outline the background, like maybe make a solid green and then outline the background with like literally cartoon like trees, and then say, all right, now turn the background into the trees, and then it'll take what you put as a kid's photo and then enhance it into like a forest. Like, it kind of does that. It's pretty cool.
I needed that.
Well, no, I'm just saying the example of like a lush forest versus like a gray cityscape. Yeah, yeah, a gray like yeah, like a cityscape would be just gray and blues and metallic colors. You just have to change. You just write over it, write over the background in green because forests are green. Then you, if you can do perspective imagination, then you can kind of like place a river somewhere. And you can essentially tell it to create a forest in the background with like a river and stuff. I'll have to show you.
If I had a
It's
credit
pretty
for
cool.
every rock and stone.
Fair warning,
Uh,
any vandalizing or destruction of company property will be deducted from your pay at the end of the month.
I mean, the ones that I'm working with, I guess I do because it's on my computer and no one else. I don't use any service. The AI is on my computer using my, yeah, yeah, it's using my graphics card and my computer and it's not talking to the internet for anything. I don't believe there is any terms of services. You didn't have to accept anything, you just kind of download it, set it up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that. Unless it's like specifically from a website that tells you you need to sign a term and condition to use their particular AI. Yeah, that's the only case I can see. Do you want to do the next danger level? Okay, fair enough. Give a moment. Me too.
Your
BRB.
mission is ready, the pod is prepped, get on board to drop pod.
Get on board. We're about to leave.
Yeah, same.
Rock on! Come on, you lazy bastards! We've got a job to do, Snake Eyes! Could you please hurry up? We're leaving! rock and stone.
All right.
Yeah, rock and stone.
Let's go.
Suit up. Let's roll.
Okay. Who didn't
So yeah, don't be
shower
fooled that you have to pay
yesterday?
for AI. That's why a lot of people are saying it's a commodity. It's something anyone can do on their computer, given a little bit of technical. Especially with the graphics cards, man. Like they're releasing new ones that are overpriced, like the 5040 or 5050, I can't remember. The price is like 50% more
If we die, I love you guys.
than like a
Walk in the park.
3080 or something. But it's like basically,
Here we go.
yeah, but it's basically the same processing power. Maybe 4 more gigs or something. So it's like not even worth, the cards that they're releasing now are just not worth stupid guy. Ah! What was that? You got a big boy. Go all the way over. Okay, I gotta. It's a lot of it. Gotta clean up this area first. Yeah, it's like
We gotta locate and destroy the blue section so we'll have Cliff and spawns on our tail forever.
Goo. Oh, it's a big boy. Oh, it's so big. Leave me alone.
Hump Jack requested and is inbound.
Oh, good. Ah. Oh God! Let me heal. Let me heal. Hold on, I can't. I don't want to see him. Right. Oh, nice. Yeah, I saw that guy. Ooh.
Lights up.
Okay, now it's done.
You are dead.
What are these other flying things? Like the big. Yeah. What do we do with them? Kill them? Okay. Sounds fun.
Loot bug eliminated. Oh yeah.
Okay. Recap, regroup. I'm gonna burn everything. Kill it with fire, kill it with fire, kill it with fire,
Send a pump jack, please.
fire.
Request accepted. Stand clear. Hump Jack inbound.
Yeah, we gotta go to the... Oh, the wall connections? To the center, yeah.
All right, let's get the pump jacks hooked up to the refinery.
I did see a bunch of it up above us.
Loot bug looted. Much better. That guy in mission control.
I've got some stuff I gotta
He really
deposit,
has a
and I get
cozy
whatever I
job.
find around here. There's so many loot bugs, holy crap. This place is flooded with them.
I die a little inside every time I have to take out a loot. I'll beat your record this morning.
Down the hatch.
Oh, I'm being caught. Oh, I'm flying. Oh, I've been airborne. Oh. Okay, thank you. Oh, I can jump on their heads. So one chamber, all bugs in one spot. Got it. That's annoying. At once too. Uh oh, here we go again.
Die like your mother did.
God, you stupid giant piece of crap. Oh! Don't cheat me, bro. Eat fire, bug. Oh my god. Yeah, true. That would require quite a bit of connected pieces of software. You can definitely program it. It's no easy
I think we
task on
actually
the
have a
case.
chance to make it out alive.
It's not like downloading a model and
Down the hatch.
starting to edit images type of thing. Well, they all technically do. At least not in the updated case scenario, but most AI models are trained in
Just what
till 2023. That's the last time that they've been trained for like basically every model I've used.
Breaks over, minus.
So they know up to there, but you could basically feed it updated values. And then just be like, based on these new data sets of tax, can you generate taxes for this and that? So it's possible, it's just, it's not as clean. Like, I will say the effectiveness of using something like ChatGPT or whatever, the convenience, if anything,
Supply drop has been
is
ordered.
much more for specific use like that. Whoa, not to say you can't do it yourself, but it takes more work to get that kind of setup specifically.
covering fire.
Oh, for real. God, why are there so many of these boss ones? God, so much gold. They're all dropping gold. Ah, my gold. Give me that gold.
Getting supplies. I'm not scared of you. Ready to kill some more crates. Never felt better.
Uh-huh. Got it. The modifiers were just because the level? It wasn't something set by me, right? Because I didn't even do anything. Oh, okay, so I guess I chose that. So it was my fault. Yeah, based on the weekly, yeah, so I guess it wasn't at the same time.
That's it.
Yeah.
Back, make every bullet count. Yeah.
I was born ready.
Yeah.
Make it
We don't have a
unpleasant.
timeline, but it's gonna get harder and harder, right? Alright, let's do that.
Look on this, you freaking
I think we have enough nitro to
loaded.
feed our weaponry.
Getting more ammo.
Could use another.
Ammo taken.
Alright, where's the first one?
Red sugar.
Liquid
Sorry.
morkite here.
Where's the next one? Yeah, I just don't know which direction. And I don't want to stand still because something keeps
construction
popping
here.
up at me. Let me see the map.
Weapon ready.
Where is? I see one
I
of them.
love grinding.
I don't see another one. Do we have to find it? It's not going to be on the map, or? Uh-huh.
There is a brute nexus over here. Lights up.
Brute Nexus. Oh, okay.
From A to D.
Okay, I can drill through there. God, you little fucking bugs, I hate you. So tiny and annoying. Uh-oh. Oh my god, I drilled off to the edge. Ow. That was fun.
Pump jack launched. Stay clear from the impact zone.
Much better.
Lighting up! Reloaded. Let's get the pump jack connected and pumping.
I'm lost. Trying to find my way back to the thing. Where are you? Hold on. Okay, so my hole was over here. Uh-huh. Okay. So let me try that again. That's the thing. I went too far up. Oh! Yes, found it. Alright. I can take this one. Come on. Oh, how do I do that again? Oh, do I have to start from the rig or from the pipe? Yeah, you see it? Yep, that's the one here. Uh-huh. Okay, so you feed it from there. Oh, yeah, you can.
Pipeline place.
Okay, cool. Alright, so now I gotta find... We don't know what the third one is?
I'm taking some of the ammo.
You've called in...
Yes.
The what? Yeah. Oh. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's really far. Okay, got it. I think that one we can kind of make through. God, I forgot how to...
Damn drills are overheating.
I'm making a direct pull towards the last one. Oh, if I don't get destroyed this. Oh! What the fuck? What the fuck, Uncle Pop? Oh, big. Oh, big boy. Got it. Oh my god, so many loot bugs. This is like. Oh, I found something. Oh no, that was
Pop the loot bomb. Let's get them in. Ah!
First pump jack connected to refinery and ready to extract.
I can't carry it.
Alright,
Die.
So much stuff on the ground. I think I'm full. No, I'm not. Give me the nitro. Give me more the nitro. I mean, granted, all these stupid freaking loot bugs just blow up. You get some decent amount of nitro from them. Alright. Yeah,
A swarm is heading
they
your
are
way. Load
not
up.
good. Huh? What? Oh god. Stop jumping on me.
Sorry, little bug. Your own
Incoming! Smoke him if you got him.
Oh! Hello.
Second pump jack connected. You're almost there.
stand your
Okay,
ground.
the third one should be set to dig a hole through the pipe space that you left. Then you just keep going straight, you should see the other one fighting.
Exterminator at work.
Yeah.
Best your fleet down.
Fuck off. Why are they slowing me down?
God damn it, there's a pebble in my boot.
Oh no, he blew me up where I was
Take care
depositing.
of what's
I'm at the
left,
base.
Then have a breather.
Oh.
I owe you one.
You're fast, bud, but I'm faster. Depositing. The thunder from down under. East land.
How do you grind on that? That?
Pipe clonked down.
Oh, E. Wee.
Look at
There
me,
it
I'm
is,
Stony
you got
Rock.
that. Did we clear the wave? I think we cleared the wave. I'm gonna order another
Poison.
Stand back.
ammo.
Supply pod inbound.
Yeah, you can kind of go over. Yeah, you're. Oh, wrong one. You're going
Everyone,
that way.
can I get some
Going through
time
here.
to restock?
Yeah.
Attention.
Pipe laid.
True. Didn't we have to hammer them? Okay.
My bag is full. This should
Yeah.
work.
Where's the hole? These stupid loot bugs, there's so many of them, it's comical. They're literally in hurdles. Pink loot bugs? I haven't seen those.
Here.
Oh, no, it's just a regular slow.
You're cute,
Bug.
but you're
They explode.
dead.
Other than big. Oh yeah, yeah.
Bag's full. Can't carry anymore.
Yeah, I love the grinding. That's super fun. This is very fun.
Wonder what slop they're serving in the canteen tonight.
All lights read green. Pipelines and pump
Yeah,
jacks
let
are
me
all in
gather
place.
some of the loot
And the liquid
bugs.
morkite is waiting.
Plenty of
Return to the
nitro and
refinery and start up the pump
stuff
sequence.
still laying around.
So much better.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They were like in hordes. We should come down here in the open space. Did you see all that? Yeah, I think you did. It's still so much gold.
I'm totally
No one likes
loaded.
loot bugs. They call me the... Really? Oh, I guess they're just so nice. Dang. Some people really are good people, huh?
This is fun!
They call me the Nazi of loot bugs. It's like they don't hurt nobody, don't. Okay, so I think we can do it now. Press the button, ready? What? Ah, the button over here.
Down it goes!
The liquid morkite is being extracted. Refinery and all pump jacks are working at full capacity. Be warned, the noise will draw in the locals. So
Oh, I
stay on
probably
your
should have
toes and
reloaded.
do what you can to protect and maintain the equipment. Keep on fighting. More bugs coming your way.
More ammo!
So was it just us defending against the hordes, or do we have to like defend the pumps too? Right? If-
Watch me go!
right.
Pump sequence at 25%.
Who's that? Hell
Okay, we
no.
got a problem with the pipelines. Fix it.
Oh
to
my
keep
god.
extraction
I turn
running.
around and they're all over.
Right! Really much better. Locked and loaded. Ethan!
Yo, it's so much fun. Oh, it's a big boy. Oh, right. They're destroying the pipes. True. Honestly. This is where the hammer comes in. Leave my pipe alone. You know what? Yeah. Oh my god. I'm getting eaten. Worse than mosquitoes.
How do I get off?
No, 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 too far.
Well done. Secondary objective completed.
Bloody hell, you're hot to kill!
Extra 6, what?
This pipeline is fixed, but there are more outstanding
Oh, yeah.
issues.
Yeah, okay.
Pipeline
Sure,
repaired,
can
but
tell.
other pipelines are still
It's just
malfunctioning.
every moment of time. I mean, not to mention when it's quiet, I'm still being... They're eating my feet.
I was born ready.
Those little fuckers.
All pipelines fixed and operational again.
How's the pipe over?
Lighting up!
We got company. Incoming
Looking
swarm
good,
approaching you.
looking good. Let me pick up some of the bug
Supply
gold
block
that I
requisitioned. Launching
massacred.
now.
Oh, ow.
Pump sequence at 50%.
What's this random pad over here? There's like a pad down where all the loot bugs were?
Maybe I
Yeah,
can do
like a pad on the
360.
ground. It seems like it opens. Oh, true. There.
Malfunction along the
I agree.
pipeline. Maintenance crew, to work.
Oh. Are we at the hardest? Oh,
Getting
God.
closer to our quota.
I thought there was one more. Oh, the pad was, okay.
Surfing underground.
I think I remember that. It has like lasers and stuff. Oh, we... True. I remember doing or messing up and someone activated it and we all died. Oh! Leave it all alone.
Come and get me, you disgusting bug. Loot bug down.
I wish I can like crouch slide. That'd be a great feature. They need to add that. More loot bugs. Where'd you come from?
Took out a loot
Surrender
bug.
your loot.
Don't got room for more.
Preserve your bullet!
This pipeline is fixed, but you need to clear all malfunctions in order for the refinery to run.
Dude,
Why do
so
we
much.
even bother walking?
Getting
I might need
some
another one. I
reloading.
think so. Oh, we have 2 left.
I'm
Oh,
taking some of the ammo.
load up. Oh! Ow! 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 Let's go. Yo, Halo started the methodology of having rechargeable shields. Such a good feature. Yeah, Halo 1. Yeah.
We got
Great
bugs,
concept.
Lots of them.
Because I remember also seeing a video based on the idea of like just having health and having to heal, but it's more forgiving, but also an extra mechanic you have to keep track of that complicates gameplay, but still makes it just enough to be enjoyable. You have those rechargeable shield kits. Oh! Scenarios. Oh my god! Get off me, folks. Health? Okay. Yeah, health potentially, but it didn't have like an armor base, right? It was health specific. But yeah. I guess the rechargeable factor can be debatable based on whether shield or health. Yeah, we'll get it first. Yeah.
Past your expiration.
We done? We done. We done? Okay. Oh, launch it! Nah, I'm good.
And there it goes. Back to orbit with
I
your
think
Oh
we
my
actually have a
god,
chance
there's
to
so
make it out
many of them from out here. Oh my god. Oh, it's the red weird ones. Nice. Oh, it's this big one. Great, they're everywhere. What do we do now? Where do we go now?
Grabbing ammo.
Well done.
Oh,
Cargo
oh.
rocket is returning to orbit.
Oh,
We're
oh
sending
they
in the drop
shoot
pod to
big
get you
red.
out. Hang tight.
Oh my god. Yo. Or hide behind something. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's not where I wanted to go.
We need space.
That's nice.
Drop pod departing in
Oh, I
T-minus
see it.
3 minutes.
It's up there. I see it. So close.
lock and loaded. Flares up. Let's
Die! Die! Oh yeah, we can still. Bond it. Hey! Yay! Fair, I'm impressed with myself too. Ooh, son of a- I just have to like run frantically whenever my shields go down. That's it. I was thinking about that. Shield mechanic. Mm-hmm.
We're
Yeah.
awesome.
Plenty of that. But what I hate it when like I'm just walking one direction and I don't notice being like followed by 1,000 of them, and then I turn around and just like, "What's up?" Like, oh shit. Oh. Yeah. Oh, that's the bonus of the mod. Yeah. Got Gotcha. Nice. Hmm. I wonder if I'm gonna use and upgrade another champion now. CSBR
Completed the
flamethrower weapon
assignment.
maintenance
Congratulations.
completed. Subata 120 weapon and maintenance completed. You have claimable perk points to KPI. Cool, cool. Well, I want a really cool weapon. Like I want to do what's the thing? What's the like mod for flamethrower to be something else? What do I do with that? How do I do that? Overclocks. Where? How do that? I don't think so. Nope, I do not think so. And I think, wait, what, level 25, I think I have 22 highest? Yeah, engineers 1, gunner 5, scout 3, driller, yeah, 22. So one of them has to be, or the one that is 25 can have. Oh, okay. So then basically grind down the driller. Got it.
Bit expensive, but I really need it.
Mm-hmm. Ah, well, there is an overclock here that I see. I basically have to upgrade all of the abilities, the gear modifications, and then that becomes available, or okay. But then you said there's another terminal for overclock? Hold on. Oh. Oh. I see. Let's see, what does it do now? No, okay, lock terminal, you must promote at least one. Okay, got it. Got it. Cool. So, what do I promote once I get there? Does it do it automatically? Okay. Oh, the memorial hall. Gotcha. Oh, okay, okay.
This is nice.
I don't even. Yeah, probably a lot. A good amount. Oh, because you can. Oh, you can keep promoting. Gotcha. Hmm. So I technically have two more mods for my flamethrower. Then I should be able to overclock. Cool. All right. Well, yo, do you want to do your weeklies? Okay. Gotcha. Go on. Explain. Is that a? Uh-huh. Right. Modify. Oh, so each of those mini events will like kind of like fill in the cartridge, and then that's when you can come here to actually attach it to your overclock. Mm. So, do I have cartridges? Is it like a currency somewhere that I'm not seeing? Also, those stupid Ender pearls are really hard to get. Uh-huh. You can find yeah, you can see it there, yeah. True. Cause you said top. Hold on. Top left. Top right. Yeah. Oh, I don't see anything there. Gotcha. Okay, so basically, until I get promoting this guy, those cartridges don't come out. Heard. I think I probably won't until I'm 25, yeah. Alright, let's see. Let's go for some pearls. Ooh, Mactera Plague. Lethal enemies. Oh god, that sounds horrible. Regenerative bugs? Hmm. It's not too bad. Oh. Yeah, fair. Don't like the sound of that one. I'll probably do this, but also not as difficult. What was the hardest one? Holy lethal.
Now that is real
Yeah, I'll do
music.
three.
Orders from management.
But this one has
Stop
regenerative
dining and
bugs.
get
But then
to it.
again, that's only one. We do get golden bugs. And we get regenerative bugs. So, yeah. I mean, if we did those bosses just now, like, I feel a little bit more confident in myself.
Orbital insertion sequence initiated. Board the drop pod.
Oh, true. True. With those extra modifications. Yo! I'm becoming a senior. Where's my pension? Oh, do I have anything? Hold on. Do my perks. Oh, true. Always good to have, always good to have. Let me do...
Perk unlocked.
Yeah.
In my gut. Never felt better.
For some reason, loot bugs explode whenever you get 2 meters of them. Hell yeah!
I got a perk.
I get auto permaban. Yeah. Can I undo that perk just in case I find friends like that? Or they're gonna just hate? Man, I'll never have friends like that. As soon as they see me.
Stoner rock.
Oh, each time I change a weapon slot, it adjusts.
Much better.
Uh-huh. All right. Yeah, that is the thing. That's true. That's true. I should probably get the vampire. But upgrade new passive perk slot. How do I do that? Because I have 2 of them locked, but I have 1 ability. Well, no, I have a dash also, but... Hmm. But I do have 2 locked ones, so that'd be nice if I could unlock. True.
If I had a credit for every rock and stone.
Let me do adjustments, because I guess I'm a little choppy still. So weird. Graphics? I'm running on a pretty windowed full screen. I'm not even going so crazy on the resolution. Resolution is pretty small. Uh-huh. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. Alright. Ready to booms.
Rock and stone, yeah!
Oh, and the actual perk screen? Let me see. KPI. KPI. Born ready, perks. On the 3rd or 4th tier? 1, 2, 3. You passive perk slot, you son of a bitch. It's a star. I missed it. Okay, yep. Yeah, you passive perk slot, 15 costs, and then there should be another one. Is there another one? There's one. Uh-huh. That's it. That's it. Okay, that makes sense now. Okay.
I ain't got
Time for
all
some
that.
action.
The other guy wasn't
Sequence
patient.
initiating.
Yeah, it's true. You don't want to give him too much.
Can we go back? Please!
Stop whining!
Kaput.
If we survive, next round is on me!
Arrival has begun prospecting operations on Huxies, and management is furious.
You know,
We're
I
sending
didn't
you in to grab whatever
think
samples
about
they're
my
preparing
dash.
for extraction, destroy their
I've
facilities,
had the dash.
and show
Yeah, I
them
have
that
a dash
Huxies
where I
is
do
DRG
double
property.
shift and it pushes me forward. If I remember, it's there. Alright. Team. Oh, it's that thing. The diamond shaped
Time to
robot
find Molly!
base.
I need to
Think of it.
deposit in the mule! Don't got room for more!
True, true. I found some dirt that I'm gonna do. There it is. Oh yes, Pirate Software. No. Stop killing
Lighting!
games. So, it's amazing.
And loaded!
It's great. It's probably the best thing that can happen, and I've been disappointed in games lately. My general disappointment in modern
Good talk.
AAA titles. I think probably have a similar. A lot of people do. They're basically doing this whole battle pass bullcrap, and they're all online linked. And sure, that's not a problem. If you make a game specifically for online,
Lighting up!
do it. You know, you say it's online. You know the server's gonna go down. You can't play. Problem is,
Ready! Max,
when you make,
can't carry anymore!
and I know why they do it, when you make games that are attached to online, when generally speaking they don't have
Ollie,
anything
over
to do,
here.
like even first player has to be, yeah, solo play anything. Basically, remember how we used to have CD keys in the day to verify purchase, and then some people would make those annoying, well, not annoying, but useful key generators and all those things that basically the corporations have been fighting around. Well, they figured out that they can verify online every time you log in, so they know that you purchased the software. But the problem with
Data
that
vault
is
protected by a force field.
they
It must be
also
shut down before we
realize
can gain
that,
access. You need
I mean,
to
I don't know
find
if
the
they
power
realize
stations
it or if
powering
they
it
didn't.
and disable
It's
them.
just either it's always a case of either they're really stupid or really evil.
This is becoming routine!
The really stupid part is that they just don't want to basically create an end of life type build for the games they make, because there's a lot of games that essentially are dependent on a continuous flow of new players. And as soon as like there's no more flow, there's no more money, and especially with live service, you gotta continuously pay for servers, and if you have a lot of players, it basically is like a self-feeding process. You have a few players, you don't have a lot of server costs, but you keep making more money and you get more players. Well, now your servers get bigger and now you need more server costs. So as you get bigger and bigger and bigger, you make more money, but in the end, that money gets, well, if you're smart, that money gets allocated to the server costs. If you're not smart, you're overpaying for something somewhere, and at some point you're gonna run out of money because you don't have a exponentially growing player base, and you can't support the servers anymore. So the next idea is just gonna stop the game. So 5-10 years down the road, let's say a game doesn't get it, it's not as popular anymore. They tried hard to make it popular, but it didn't work, and now they gotta shut down the whole game. So you paid $50 for a game, and now they're essentially gonna shut it down. Oh crap! Because they can't keep up with the server costs, and when they shut that down, getting up. Oh, just barely made it. Oh my god. Oh my. Why is there so many? What the hell just happened? Jeez. On top of bugs like piling into the entrance.
Get this home safely, will you, Molly?
So basically, you pay for a game that you technically have ownership of, but then all of a sudden, you don't have the game anymore because the server is down, and that game is literally linked to connect to an online server to verify purchase or whatever. Oh, look at the guy. And you end up basically not having the game anymore. That's the big issue. Oh crap, did I just blow myself up? I gave myself some space. But I blew him up too, so success. Eye for an eye, motherfucker. So the Stop Killing Games initiative, or the whole movement, is to basically, it's really simple. Like, that's the dumb thing, is the stupid case scenario is that they're so stupid they didn't do it, is they didn't plan for the end of life case scenario of the game, where they basically see, oh god, I hate the fact that this thing is lava. They basically understand that at some point they're gonna have to stop the server because they can't keep catering to it. So the best case scenario is you build a version, or at least have a particular give a version or patch, whatever. When end of game happens, you basically give all the players that little mini server so that they can continue playing with their friends. That's it. That's all they have to do. But they're like, oh, we can't do that because, you know, it's a lot of upkeep, and sometimes it's copyright material and property intelligence and blah blah blah. It's not intelligence, it's fucking retarded, but basically they're trying to argue that all of the analytics and all of the things about it, like PlayStation especially, was arguing that the security of... Oh my god, what happened? Oh shoot. Damn, that's a one-hit wonder. Holy crap.
Next time, try shredding some tree houses instead.
I think I helped. I hope I didn't hit you. Yeah. Revenge is bittersweet. Oh man.
Sniper, don't
Oh.
get spotted.
Nothing? It's behind a wall though, huh? Yeah. Oh.
Sniper turret destroyed.
So
Light is up.
yeah, the servers, because they always have this the intellectual property of the way that they make these servers in these games is like gameplay time and choices that the user makes, so they can potentially track the user and modify the game to the user's preference. So basically private data that gets taken, so they don't want to give that concept up. And it's like, alright, fine. But you don't need that to hold to the server. if you built it directly into your server and you didn't think about the potential consequences of, hey, it's end of life,
Nice
we're gonna be
beer.
giving our server to all the people, and just modify it to a way where
Access provided.
basically you press a button and, you know, I mean, when you build code, if you do it correctly from the beginning, you can set your code up to basically evolve, or you press a button and then you exclude everything that you built in. But if you don't do it correctly, then yeah, you're gonna have a problem porting what you already have, because you weren't thinking about the possible code pieces necessary to migrate to a new, call it process, call it methodology of running
When I'm done
your
working
server.
for DRG,
So the dumb case scenario is that they just didn't think about basically setting up their code for an end-of-life case scenario. The evil case scenario is that companies realize, and this is probably, that's more like my theory, companies realize that people's attention costs, or people's attention is money, and if there's a really good game and they give you the access to play that game outside of their controlled environment where they make money off of you, or maybe they just can't make money off of you anymore and they stop the server, but you want to keep playing the game. And then the more times this happens with many games, the attention gets divided and the time gets spread thin. So then they won't be able to compete effectively for your time in the new game or new version that they're trying to sell you. How did you get over there?
Hacking pods successfully connected to the power station. Start the hacking drill
So they do
when
it on
you're ready.
purpose. They basically milk a game for 3, 4, 5 years, and then eventually cut the server, and then make a new version, and you keep migrating, and then you rebuy everything that you had in the old game. So basically, an infinite money glitch on the behalf of the gamers that enjoy playing games. I feel like I'm leaning more towards that, because it's really not that hard to just think about, hey, I'm gonna turn a true variable to a false variable in my code when it gets to that time where I want my server to just act as a regular server and exclude all the proprietary or intellectual property that makes it so difficult. So I feel like they're just kind of using that as an excuse to basically say, it's so difficult to do it. That's why we, fucking A, what? He pulled me in. That bastard. Yeah, I see the tail now. So, Stop Killing Games is basically saying, hey, every company or every game, because the indie gamers got it right. They know how to set up a super basic fucking server. They do it all the time. Every single game we play, like this is a server. We're playing on a server that's why when I have my firewall up, you can't connect, because it's connecting from a server part of the game on my computer. We're not on the central Steam server. So they don't even have to basically worry. And I guess the key PlayStation argument is, oh, we care about the safety of our players. And if we let the server become more accessible to others, oh crap, I'm running. Then they're gonna be a danger for hackers. And then the counter argument is, hey, PlayStation, didn't people hack 100 million people's passwords directly from your servers? So what the actual fuck are you talking about? What are we even talking about here? So their arguments are just so they're so bland, dry, and inaccurate, because they themselves have failed at the thing that they're trying to protect people. Oh, come on! Give me a break. This is getting annoying. I'm out of ammo. Sorry. The way to smack them and run. Oh wait, we have friends. Yay! Hold on, let me get some ammo over here. Where's it? There we go.
Hang in there. Supplies are on the way.
So it's basically like, hey, make it mandatory, or the Stop Killing Games initiative signing thing petition is, hey, by law, force corporate or companies or game developers to create a end-of-life strategy plan for when, if they use a live server that the game depends on it, and if they ever decide to turn off that live server, that they would basically, whether it's like within the game like this, or a separate little program that a person can run, and then you can have your own little group of friends that love playing the game. It's that case scenario where it's like, stop killing our game, stop trying to constantly refresh to a new version, or stop. It's just ridiculous. I think there was a driving game, like it doesn't happen too often, like Need for Speed has this kind of mentality where old games you just play, and now just to play Need for Speed you basically, oh, The Crew was another one. I never played that game, but I remember it now. The Crew was a game where it was specifically necessary to connect to a server just to play single player, which is ridiculous. How? Excuse me? Why? And it's kind of like the whole Internet of Things thing. Like everyone's wanting to be connected, but it's also, I guess, I understand for company, it's a effective way to vet people that have purchased the game versus use the keygen or some other modification that are playing for free. Sure, fine. Yeah, I saw that. I need to get one more ammo. Follow you guys over here. I just realized that cave was basically a dead end now. So I got 1,000,000.25 signatures so far, and they're still wanting to continue. For the people that don't want me to kill you, I'm gonna kill you for that. So that's good, but then they're saying keep signing because you never know, and they're gonna complain about, oh, some signatures were fake or some signatures were not signed from the UK or whatever. But they have a vetting process that they keep track of in the process of signing. You have to put your real address, etc., IDs and documentation and stuff. So, but they're still signing it just to make sure they have a decent margin above the 1 million. So there it is. Yeah, it's really good because honestly, that's gonna require them to issue the other case scenario. They don't like it. Is if they can't manage to appease this law, then they would have to issue a refund when they when they stop servicing the game servers, which means that everyone that purchased the game would have to get a refund. I know, because that's what's happening. Yeah, exactly, absolutely. It's crazy that even has to be a question.
We've got a new miner inbound.
But they're trying to like argue against it and this and that. But oh, woe is us as a company for not thinking about it in the beginning, or it's so complicated with their algorithm, blah blah blah. Anyone can fucking say whatever they want to say to basically excuse themselves. That's what's unbelievable. Unbelievable in the case it's definitely not true. They're trying to fuck around with like, because we know every app nowadays is trying to take as much time from you, so that's why everyone's got a TikTok video clip thing. Like I've seen Chinese apps that like are used to control the lights in your house, and they have weird TikTok ad shit because they're just trying to eat your time and then throw in advertisements and take advantage of your time. Today's world, today's like business world, to make money you just gotta take people's time, and that's where the problem is with like old games that now, and emulators that we can play on Game Boy and DS and whatever. A lot of games are starting to end the copyright or the non-public, because everything, I think after like 20 or 25 years or something, is added to the public's access. Like anyone can use it, because like books, like Gutenberg. You ever heard of the library of Gutenberg? Oh, fair, I think so. But there's also a Project Gutenberg, if you look it up. It's basically books that have been released to the public that you can basically get. Like, yeah, like Dante's Inferno, all of these books that are super basically old and now are in public domain. So basically, based on that, oh, it's... Don't you look at Control bot. Burn! Wait, why aren't you getting damaged?
Everyone,
okay, well.
can I get some attention?
So it's basically the same concept. When things, products,
See here.
especially content, entertainment, reading, whatever, movies and all that. I mean, I don't know about movies. That's a different thing. think publishers keep those somehow continuously on a string. Uh, I don't know, maybe black and white movies. I think it based on content, but I think I don't know, I can't remember. I think stuff like Mario N60 no, not N64, Nintendo, NES. I think the NES like stuff is basically emulatable, I think. I'm not sure. I have to look it up. I'm not legal in that case. But there's also a case that people are like going back to those games because nowadays games suck. So they're basically taking time and they're using their time on something that's more entertaining than the crap games we're getting today. And then there's been a higher influx on shutting down emulator sites, so you're noticing a lot of like action being taken by corporations in certain directions. You notice that probably because they still want more and more of your time, and they notice that you're doing other things that are not a part of the spending time with the corporation case scenario to make money off of your butt. But we know that's the currency nowadays. It's time and private data. And that's why games do both of those. Games take your private data and adjust for whatever way they can sell you stuff better. And they have those daily events. Hello, welcome to the weekly events and
We have connection. Hacking
Deep
pod
Rock.
online. Stop the
But they
hacking
have
when
these
you're
events
ready.
where you unlock, like at least in Deep Rock, it's not like you get content that's forever locked. Like these events just kind of promote a little bit of extra like stuff, uh, progress and stuff. Maybe they do give skins or whatever, but I haven't noticed and I really don't care. I've never been one to care about skins and all that crap. But a lot of games basically force people, like especially if it's like based on the gaming progression, to log in on a regular basis and do like do events or things. Like the big example is in this game I used to play called Rise of Kingdoms. You have daily bonus resources you can get when you go and log in and send your troops out together at the local forest for wood, lumber, stone at the thing. Like basically like the Age of Empires, but very much pay to win case scenario. But even if you're free to play and you want to compete, you still gotta like put so much time into it that you're logging in on a daily basis trying to complete these tasks so you can stay relevant, especially with an alliance full of like 100 people that you want to like contribute to. Like you know, it makes you feel good as a general player because you can make a difference. But then they kind of abuse that because now like you're in this cycle, and it's a psychological cycle for sure, where you're constantly logging in, checking up, going in, out, in and out of this map. And it's all in the psychology and the way it's built.
Next point, try shredding some tree houses. I need the damn minecart. Where is it?
So stop killing games is at least a step forward. It's not. I think that wasn't there another one that the EU was trying to do so that all these game passes and all that crap has to be actually shown in local currency and not these pieces of crap, fake gems and gold and random stuff. I think that was another one.
Excellent. The second
Yeah, I think that.
has been hacked. Get back to the vault and disable the emergency
Yeah, exactly.
power to take down the force field.
And the case is like, oh, they're simplifying it for the experience of the player, making it relevant to the subject. No, you're making it more difficult for people to realize how much money they're spending. Like, don't be like, come on, Corpo, like, we get it. You like to use a lot of words that sound like you're helping people, but you're actually detrimental. Especially with kids that are like not good at math. Like, that's super detrimental to them. And not only that, like maybe you buy one of those chests for like 500 rupees. I don't know, rupees in Indian currency, but imagine it's a gem like in Zelda. 500 rupees for like 10 bucks, and they're like, okay, well you can get this basic or this skin or this upgrade or whatever, but it's actually 550 rupees. So you pay another 10 to get the extra 50, but now you have like 450 left. So now you're like, okay, what do I do with this? Like basically the company just made extra money off of you because they didn't price things effectively to actually make the purchase efficient. And they're doing it on purpose so you can keep on spending, or you have extra rupees now, you can spend it on something else. Why is this thing so hard to kill? Oh wait, that's ours. Forgot.
This patrol bot is now
I
our
kept
friend.
shooting it.
Shredder, shredded. Shield recharged.
Oh. That too. Okay. Well. Uh-huh. Alright. I'm catching up. I mean, I knew it before. I didn't really think about the robot. But I forgot that the bugs can be controlled too. Yeah, pretty half.
Roger that. Supplies are coming.
Sorry.
Got him.
Supply drop has been ordered and is on the way. Supply pod launched. Better stand back.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I know for a fact that there's no more privacy in the United States. This is the main way that business has worked for
Getting
the last
more
5-10
ammo.
years.
Lighting!
Like, you can go to some websites
Yeah,
and basically pay 10 bucks or whatever, and you can find. Oh, there's the. Oh god, through my thing.
This pod will supply you with ammo and help.
And you can look up a person and find their address and all this kind of information on them. It's just, and you can do it. Huh? Oh. Yeah, we should, but I think that I think the U.S. was a recent thing. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's in the Europe. It's based on Europe standards, but not even just that. I guess places you've lived, like it's deep stuff. Like you can look up somebody in the U.S. and you can find like everything about them, places they've lived, the last addresses, the phone numbers they've had, like a full collection of details. And it's really creepy to consider that everyone's basically doesn't have any privacy. I guess it also depends on when the last time it was updated. And how they find the information is confusing, but yeah. Yeah, whenever ready.
Ejecting the power sword.
So I'm hoping that at least the EU has protections against that same exact situation that happened.
Out of ammo.
The caretaker
Where
is
basically
active. Rock and
private
roll
data,
team,
like
destroy
corporations,
it.
like yeah, private data, like exactly as like you said, the more people that share or have to enter private data online, the higher and higher probability it starts becoming to have one of those websites get hacked or leaked or sell the data, and ta-da, now you don't have any privacy. And you can go on a website and basically, I don't know, what do they call it, snoop on people? No, lurk?
Nicely done,
Whatever.
team. Your
It's
security
not
is
even
on
that,
the
it's just the
right
fact that
course.
like privacy is so dead in the US. There's no such thing anymore.
Lighting up.
But yeah, I'm hoping that this doesn't get that bad. I love the argument. Oh, but if you have nothing to hide, why are you afraid of everyone listening to everything you do and say?
Caretaker is opening its void thing. Shoot it.
Privacy. You want to be in the bathroom without without having someone watching you or everything. Like it's not you doing anything wrong in the bathroom. Privacy. Oh, fuck! That thing blew up in my face.
That will get you.
That's the problem too. I feel like we've been desensitized on the way we perceive ownership. 'Cause everything's renting. Netflix, movies, everything is
We're actually
renting.
doing all right so far.
Yeah.
Shield charged and ready.
Absolutely. Yeah, it would be expensive, but and it's a continuous cash flow. That's the thing.
Baseball! Watch out!
Yeah. Absolutely. Oh, fucking holy crap! Giant ball of death. What the hell? Oh god, it's those exploding things. Forget about those. I mean, Microsoft Office. Everyone's going to the stupid subscription, quote unquote, method, but it's basically renting everything we do in existence.
No survivor!
And then you'd figure, like, for certain things, what was it?
Watch your fire!
There was this one software where you can use the software for personal use, and it's X amount of money. But then if you end up using it for professional use, you have to pay more. And it's like, let's say it's Photoshop or whatever. I think maybe something like Photoshop for music creation or editing, or I don't know what it is. Some video editing, I don't know what it was. Someone was talking about it before. And it's like, alright, you're creating stuff. You should be free to use the created stuff that you have and do whatever the hell you want. Like, you shouldn't have to pay a company to have the permission just because it was used on a tool that they created. You created the thing with your own mind, sure, using their tool, but that doesn't mean you can't use another tool to create the thing you made. And when they argue in that way, where now there's tiers of usage for something, they get greedy. It's like, if you make money off of it, now all of a sudden, you're supposed to pay like 3 times the prices for like copyright release, or so that you can basically sell that stuff, like if it's an image or a wallpaper. Not that most of the people in art nowadays are gonna make much money with AI. But that's also the thing I think you're talking about. The AI stuff is technically copyrighted. But you know why they did that? Because AI is trained off of everyone's content. So how can you copyright something that's trained off of the whole internet and that's basically just repurposing existing art, at least up to 2023.
I'm taking some of the ammo.
I don't think there was a law or restriction about that, but there's definitely there was a discussion at one point, and the discussion started with Google basically began showing you those things on Google search, where it would just show you like an AI summary of whatever you're looking for, even though the link to someone's blog was at the end of the tunnel, and the person would rather go to the blog than have an AI tell them stuff. But that's another situation where they're literally fighting for your attention and time. They don't want you to leave the website, the Google website. So they put that there so you don't click on the website that the content is from. Oh, scheisse. Oh, scheisse. Oh, don't pull me. And that began to kind of piss a lot of people off, because everyone's traffic went down literally like 30% when Google began doing it, if not more, 33 or something. Everyone that has any blog or anything written online, everyone noticed that their traffic reduced because Google doesn't read whatever the AI said. And it's not like it was always accurate. It tried to do its best, but sometimes it would misinterpret information. So it's almost like, how does that not hurt? That did not out by the pressure. But yeah, that was the thing. I don't know what happened with that, but I mean, the AI is trained already to everything before 2023, whether it's image editing, content, history, information, mathematical formulas, science, everything that they trained AI up to 2023 has already been basically incorporated into these AI models that I can use myself too, like on the local level, like I told you, right?
Lock and load it.
It's crazy that, like, at one point,
Drop pod
Wait.
en route. Hang in there.
we were thinking about how much information the internet would be. like how much like all of the internet and all the history and yada yada would actually accumulate terabytes of information, and we fit all that into an AI model that can be like 8 GB big. Like how crazy is that shit?
Drop pod
But the
arrived.
interesting, do you know the
Crew is
difference
returning
between
to
a
LZ.
vector and a PNG?
Drop pod departing in
A
T-minus
vector
5
image
minutes.
versus a bitmap image? That's what an AI is in like basic format. Think of like a bitmap again is just a bunch of pixels that you have to accredit every single color to. And then if you take that bitmap and convert it to a vector, you may lose slight detail, but it would replicate the image in a equation-based format, and you save like 99% of space because all it's doing is using equations to graph that image,
Watch it!
right? So if you, the way AI works is basically the same way. Um, Information and decisions, and I mean AI is not so advanced. It's basically a complete this piece of text sort of thing, but it works based on vectors. The decisions and the comparisons it makes is based on vectors, which are science. A vector would be considered a well, oh, I got a break free. A yeah, would be a vector would be a direction of a direction and magnitude. So if you're thinking like a vector of gravity, it would look like a downward arrow with a 9.8 feet per second. Oh, meters per second. Or, I think I do meter. I do feet because I was taught it in the U.S. No, no. Hold on. What was gravity vector? Oh, yeah, force. Yeah, force vector. There we go. Value. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Meters? 9.8 meters? Okay, okay. So I guess we still learned it in the standard meters in the US. Um, so it's basically an arrow that shows a direction and then the magnitude of that particular force. In the same way that an AI considers every choice like cat versus dog decisions by having a type of comparison between a vector that, you know, you would feed the image and then it would calculate a vector between those two types of animals based
We
on certain
rock!
features that it kind of has or that it's been trained on. And it would be like a magnitude of 1 toward like 0.7 towards the dog and then 0.3 towards the cat, and then it would estimate that what you're showing it is a dog. So it's like basically taking all of the internet in its huge mega terabyte data set that would be considered a PNG file where every single pixel has a color, like an image in PNG would be pretty huge, but then you take it down to this vector, which is just an equation, and it basically costs 1%, if not less, of that factor. I think that's crazy because you can ask an AI basically anything. Like when you ask it for code of like a server, it probably will give you some sort of code that it learned from like Stack Overload, Stack Exchange, or what is it? Stack Overload? Like those programming websites. Yeah. Yeah. Just that. But it's condensed in such a way that it can give you that information by a complete, like autocomplete format, but also because it was trained on the data from that website. I don't, it's crazy. It's crazy. Vectors are amazing. Um, so, future. Seems promising if you use the technology correctly, but you always got proponents of evil corp trying to do shit. So I'm hoping, man. I'm hoping Stop Killing Games makes it through. It should. It should at least raise the conversation. But I don't think it's over because I'm pretty sure you're gonna see the other end of that um, corporation fight back or try to. But then again, I don't even think they can fight back because I mean, Assassin's Creed Shadows. all of these new AAA games, Microsoft cutting 6,000 people from their employee list, shutting down like four or five projects. One of the projects was being created or developed since 2019. Where the hell are they putting money in? Like, what is this money doing that they're putting into this? Like, they've lost so much money and they're not making it back with the latest releases. I don't even think most of these companies have enough money to like fight back, even if anything happens to this like their weak spot. It's crazy. It's crazy. Which is good. I mean, a lot of people playing Schedule 1, that's ridiculous. That stupid game, have you seen it? I might. If you get it, I'll get it. Uh,
Okay,
but I mean, it's
this is
just this
what's
is so much.
happening.
Like, come on. Like, I get it. It's so cute, and your characters look like whatever. But come on, it's drugs, man. It's so
Damn,
drugs. It's
that's
crazy how popular it
unfortunate.
got. Ooh,
Action time.
true.
Who fracking coded this mess? Damn!
Oh, Dinkum. Do I have that? I think I have that. Isn't that kind of like the
Yeah!
what do you call it? Yeah, yeah. Oh, true.
And
I
that's how
mean,
you
give
do
or
it.
take. I mean, when you play certain games for quite some time, what the hell is this? An arm on the bug? I didn't even realize that above the bar there was a little mini arcade and random shit up here. That's cool. Oh. Oh. Oh, JD Boot. It's basically Flappy Bird. Oh, that's funny. What did
Bugger.
I get? Other than Pig, Liar's Bar. That's just kind of like a general, uh, it's the same thing. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. It's continuous. Repeat. I feel like it's got enough of a interesting concept to expand on it, maybe futuristically. Like I noticed that some games have a pretty good concept idea that can be expandable, and I always buy them really quick. Um, what was it? Even though what was it, 7 Days to Die was pretty early, I bought that one because that one was cheap and it was a really good concept, and it's been expanding. Zomboid was another one. Um, I kind of saw Lethal Company as one, and it still has expanded. I haven't really played too much lately on it, but it's still kind of like a pretty simple loop, go loot stuff, uh, avoid death kind of stuff. So it's pretty simple. There's a lot of games like that. There was another one. Oh, Kletka. 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 Oh my God, it's actually like a pretty good version. I mean, Kletka in Russian or Bulgarian too, but probably Russian made, is like cage. That's a translation at least. And the game is all about you in a building, and it's kind of like four player again, sort of thing. And you're a prisoner where you're given random stats on beginning, boosts, and I mean positive and negative perks. Like you can be super short where you can climb go through specifically like holes and stuff, or super tall where you can't fit, but you can also have strength and whatever. But you should look it up online. Kletka, Kletka. I just got that recently. And you go with a team in this weird elevator that has a giant mouth above it. And you're to go as deep as you can down, where you're looting bottles to get basically as money, upgrades for your elevator so you can keep going down for more periods of time. gasoline to keep that elevator It's basically like a hell simulator. Like you're a prisoner that's going through hell and you're trying to get as deep as you can. But the concepts that I've seen so far are pretty cool. And it's not just like go to a it's still got like a survival loop to it, but it's not like go to this planet, loot a bunch of stuff, go to this place, sell it. It's more you don't even you're not even selling anything to anyone. You're just kind of trying to survive through the process, um, going further down as a team. Then the actual like units and stuff in the scares, there's mimics and things. So there's kind of like concepts between Lethal Company. But yeah, Lethal Company kind of like died off after that loop got old. Um, I think everyone was competing to see how much more money they can make than the others. Oh, but that was the latest one. Hmm. I think I'm out of it, out of gas. Probably. Yeah, brain gas and game gas. Yeah, yeah, I think I'm doing that. Also trying to think about the other games, but yeah, I'll let you know if there's any cool ones. But definitely take a look at it. You might like it. Glad to co- Yeah, I mean it's kind of like a typical low poly. Uh, hmm But even Little Company kind of, even though it's kind of like aspiring graphics, it was just more like vivid graphics to kind of hid the clunkiness behind it. Alrighty. Oh, thanks for the games. I'll talk to you later. Maybe we can do Phasmo next time with Marina if she's up for it. No. Isolated. Ooh, that's nice. That's different. People need to do that more often. Right. But they're not doing the full out like online gaming and stuff. They're gonna chill. That's great. That's is that like a Airbnb or something? Oh, sick. Oh, that's so good. That's so good for the soul. That's awesome. Super happy for her. How long do you know? Oh, that's great. That's a great time. I mean, Airbnb, anyone can basically just like set up a location to rent out temporarily without any contracts and long-term periods, which normally means it costs. Yeah, okay, it might be. Where it means that like you don't have to. It normally does cost more, but it really depends on the person selling it. If you have like a extra room on a shack in the middle of nowhere, potentially they can just be like, hey, you want to? Yeah, it's open. It's here whenever you need this much money. But then you can also like have like breakfast included, so you now become the kitchen as well, and you up the price and all that kind of stuff. So really, it's like that's whatever you make it, right? It's like an experience. But basically, Airbnb is just like a catalog of places that you can go around the world with people selling their own rooms or homes or whatever vacation spots. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Instead of listing it somewhere and having it basically like a producer takes money from the artist, you just basically, well, I guess maybe you might pay Airbnb a percentage for that pack, but I'm not even sure. Yeah, 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 yeah. I guess the best. Yeah, it's basically a listing, so you probably pay like 5-10% or something for having the listing. Oh, but yeah, man. Have a good night. I'll talk to you later. Enjoy the rest of your night. Bye.